Hey, how you doing? Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of my Mindset Coach podcast with me, Simon Aegis. Today, I'm going to talk about meditating. Yes, now some of you may have tried it, some of you may do it daily, some of you may love it, some of you may have tried it and completely given up on it, which is the case in a lot of people that I speak to. And incidentally, if you hear background noises such as my old rocking chair, there's actually a song about an old rocking chair by the people that did the Lowry song, Matched Up Men and Matched Up Cats and Dogs. A gorgeous song. I used to listen to it as a kid. Sure my brother will remember it as well. But anyway, so you're going to hear some background noises as I do the podcast. It's intentional. So don't think, oh my God, he's not even bothered taking noises out. So it is intentional. It's intentional. It'll come be clearer later as to why. But let's carry on. Meditating is something that I speak to people about every day, and I help people meditate daily, and I help them incorporate it into their lives. Meditation is a massively powerful tool, a very, I'd say to a lot of people, underappreciated tool. It's something that certainly, without exaggerating, saved my life and probably continues to do so. I am not your, what you call a typical meditator. I've not been meditating for years and years. I'm not from a spiritual background or a spiritual family, anything like that. But what I do, many years ago, I qualified as an NLP mindset coach, which brought me into mindfulness and what have you. And I've always enjoyed the mind, if you like, and how to help people use the mind to feel better. And that led on to different things and eventually led on to exploring meditation. And I found it very hard. When I first went into hospital for my first operation, my emergency operation, I found the power of mindfulness and the mind and meditation absolutely amazing. It was the years of experience of using my mindfulness and NLP that pretty much saved me and helped me to not give up. And combining that with meditation is what drove me throughout my disability, throughout becoming disabled, throughout my PTSD, throughout my to recover and to then go on to build Soul Beads and my Mindset Coach businesses. And now go on to help many other people on a daily basis to overcome their obstacles, which to me is it's a gorgeous way of life when I help a person to help themselves and I see them walk away completely different. They're just emboldened, unburdened, empowered, whatever word you want to use. It's a gorgeous way of life. And I'm lucky enough to be able to incorporate it into my life and to help other people. But there's still a lot of stigma about meditation. If you were to say, yeah, I meditate, people automatically assume that, the hippie style where you just sat there with all your incense burning, oming and what have you. Although there is actually a good reason why people do om, but that's for another day. But yeah, it's one of those things. So, there's that stigma about it, the cliche about it. Some people are often quite surprised when they visit my therapy rooms or visit the shop to come and see me and I appear, because I'm not, as you would like, you're a cliche meditator or a caricature of a meditator, or whatever you want to call it. They're quite surprised because, I just dress in my jeans and t-shirt or trousers and shirt. I talk like I do. You probably noticed I've got a bit of an accent, which isn't the dreamy kind of meditating voice. I don't even know if that is a meditating voice. I was just doing that as an example. But yeah, so no, I've got, maybe I should call myself the Manchester meditator so people aren't under any illusions of what they're getting. But anyway, so they're a bit surprised. But then, once they start speaking to me, and they realise that what I do is coming from the heart. It comes from experience, and it's truly, truly a heartfelt intention that I'm using these tools and processes for. They very quickly trust me and enable me to help them, which is fantastic. But a lot of people say to me, "Oh, I've tried meditating and it didn't work," and I get that. And the reason why I get it is because there's so many gurus as such on YouTube or Facebook and what have you that are just doing generic meditation. They tell you that you've got to go, sit in a room, close your eyes, be at one with your thoughts, or then empty your mind. And it's hard. In fact, it's a silly thing to say to someone, because first of all, you're not going to clear your mind, so don't try it. You're not going to just be out. You're not just going to go, right, okay, I'm going to meditate right now. I'm going to go and sit and put some music on, sit there and just be at one. It takes practice. It takes some getting used to. And so you'll go and you'll do it, and then all of a sudden your thoughts will be there. You think, right, okay, I need to clear my mind. So you try and get rid of the thoughts. They won't go, so you start getting frustrated. You're focusing more on your thoughts overrule you. And so you just give up. And then you feel, well, I can't even do that, I failed at that, and what have you. And it's not fair to be giving that kind of advice to people, because that's not what you should be trying to do. And also, I hear a lot of people, especially these generic meditations, that tell you to go and sit in a room with your thoughts, turn the lights off and what have you. Now, if you've got any kind of depression, anxieties, PTSD or whatever, nervous dispositions, I couldn't say that properly, did you hear that? Nervous dispositions, the last thing that you should be doing is going and sit in a room on your own with your thoughts. It's dangerous to do. And this is why I get a bit annoyed with these genetic things, because it's dangerous to giving you bad advice. So what I advise people to do is just start it slowly and blend it into your life. Don't all of a sudden wake up and go, "Oh yes, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to go and sit in a room and I'm going to be at one and I'm going to reach my higher self." You're not going to do it. So be realistic about what you're going to expect and just do it a stage at a time, even if it's just a minute a day. And I teach people how to meditate on the go, so that they don't have to go and sit in a room. I teach people how to meditate in a couple of minutes, so 5-minute meditations. I personally very rarely get a chance to meditate for a full hour. It just doesn't happen. Get up in the morning, I'll do some breath work, and then I've got my stoma to deal with, and I've got, get up, aches and the usual thing, but I've got a normal life, so I get up, get ready, get the little one ready, do the school run, and then I drive over to my shop and therapy rooms to work for the day. And then I go and do treatments or make my jewellery, whatever. And then I come home and make tea and stuff. My wife does do stuff as well, so I won't leave her out. But yeah, I'm just a normal guy with a family life. So I don't always have time to go and sit for an hour and just be at one as such. But what I can do is fit meditations into my day. So I'll get up in the morning, I'll wake up and I'll do a couple of minutes of breath work whilst I'll say my Reiki principles that set me up for the day. I'll then come downstairs and while the kettle's boiling, I'll do a little breath work then, a bit of meditation. If I'm stuck in traffic on the way to work, I'll do some breath work then. When I'm walking to work, do a bit more. So by the time my day's done, I've probably done over an hour of total meditation or total breath work, which has slowed my mind down, which has kept the clutter out of my mind and enabled me to have a lovely day. And I've not tried to fit in a big meditation session, and therefore I've not been frustrated at not being able to do it. So that's my advice, is you can meditate pretty much anywhere you want. And meditation is all about just being in the present and being with your thoughts and letting your thoughts just be. Okay? So it's not about clearing your mind. It's about when you are sat, lay, doing whatever you do, you just have your thoughts there, but you just let them be, just for that moment. And the only way you're going to get used to doing it is by doing it gradually, for a minute each day for a week, and then 2 minutes each day for a week, until you build yourself up to just 5 minutes every day for a week. And then once you start getting used to being able to do that, then you can move on and on and on, and build your timings up. A good way of getting used to and getting started with meditating is just by instead of just trying to get rid of being at one with your thoughts, is to actually listen and observe everything around you. And this is what I'm going to do now, today. I'm just going to do a quick meditation that you can use anywhere. Whether you're sat at home, sat in the garden, you can just go and sit somewhere on your lunch break or whatever, and it's going to take just a couple of minutes to do. But if you can just get used to practicing this, and anyone can do this, it literally takes a couple of minutes. You can do it in the morning, when you wake up, just get up 5 minutes earlier and do it. You can do it anywhere. So, we're going to do it together, and I'm just going to get my glasses on. There we go. Have a little bit of sip of my drink. I'm not going to slurp just to prove it. And then I'd just like you to get relaxed and just follow the sound of my voice. Now find a reasonably quiet place and sit or lie or stand in a comfortable position. And breathe. Let your eyes close, either fully or partially. Take several calm breaths. Not too deep, not too shallow, just whatever's comfortable for you, but just nice and calm. And while you're doing this breathing, pay attention to each breath as it comes in, through your nose, through your throat, through your chest and your lungs and into your tummy. And feel the sensation as you breathe out. And just do that till you get into a nice rhythm of breath in and breath out. And relax. Now, bring your awareness to the sounds all around you. Just listen. What do you hear? What do you feel as you listen? Just sit and let your ears pick up sounds of near and far. Listen to the sounds all around you. in every direction. Just let yourself sit, or stand, or lie, and receive the sound vibrations. You don't need to label these sounds. You don't need to seek out the sounds. You don't even need to like the sounds. Just sit in the middle of the sound and let the sounds come to you. Just listen and take in every sound. You might find yourself latching on to a sound, thinking about the sound or its meaning. You might notice thoughts or feelings arising inside in response to that sound. You might find yourself judging the sound or your reaction to it. And that is okay. If you notice your mind wandering off from the vibrations of the sound, notice where it's been. And then gently bring your attention back to the sound, just as it is. Listen. You don't need to pay special attention to any particular sound. Just let all sounds come and go as they please. You don't need to name the sounds. You don't need to figure out what they mean. You don't need to like the sounds. Just let the sounds be sounds. Just let your thoughts be thoughts. And just be in this moment. Just listen. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and just get your energies flowing again. How was that? That was just a quick listening meditation, if you like. It's all about awareness. You can do that pretty much anywhere. I was doing that in the garden the other day, and it was a Monday morning. Birds were singing. I could hear a dog barking. I could hear the bin truck, and the bin men emptying the bins and what have you. And just listen to every sound around you. And just let them be. You let them come into your mind. Interpret them as you like. Just let them be with your thoughts. But you don't need to necessarily focus on anything. Just let them all be. And if you can do that just for a couple of minutes each day for a week, you're going to be ready to move on to longer meditations. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful for you. and I hope you get lots of benefit out of it. Send me a message, let me know any comments, anything like that. Really want to hear from you. Excuse me. So hopefully it was very useful. Thanks very much, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.